Hey guys, so today's video is going to be kind of like a try on, get ready with me sort of situation. My birthday was earlier this month, the first of the month, the 1st of January. Happy New Year. Um, but yeah, I have some birthday makeup that I picked up. And I've also kind of been going through my collection recently and kind of rediscovering some stuff that I've just sort of left to rot in my makeup bag. So yeah, I've been trying to get more use out of the stuff that I already own. So I was actually really selective about what I got for my birthday as well, because I just wanted products that I either did not have this or it's something I've really been wanting for a long time. So yeah, let's start. I already have all my skincare, my moisturizer and stuff is already done. The first product is going to be from Dior. It's the Forever Glow Star Filter. This is in the shade 7. And I saw somebody try this out on TikTok. And I just remember thinking the texture of this and the finish of this was so pretty. And I also saw that it provided some coverage, and I've got some hyperpigmentation here. So I thought I would be a good candidate to try it because we can see how much coverage this has. Um, because, some days you might just want to wear this. Some days you can mix it into your foundation. You can wear it as a highlighter. It's very versatile, multi-purpose. So I really wanted it for that. And I do not have the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood filter or the Elf Glow Halo thing. I don't have any product like this currently in my collection. I do have the MAC strobe cream in a gold color. So this is a color that I don't have. And yeah, let's just give it a try. I'm going to, I think, do a brush. I think that's how I would probably do it. So let's do a couple pumps. And I got something that was pretty close to my skin tone as well. And I guess on somebody lighter, this might just look like a bronzer type of shade. But yeah, so let's see how much coverage this gives me. Actually, a lot. That's actually really good coverage. Okay, wow. So the coverage that you get is actually quite a lot. My monitor's over here, so that's why I'm looking off to the side. Um, wow, that's really pretty. This is my first time trying it, so we're seeing this together for the first time, but look at how it sort of evened out this half of my face, and you can see all the really pretty light shining. Looks very natural, not greasy at all. I wonder if this will set down as well. Guess we'll see. But let me do the other side. Um, That is so pretty. Wow. Okay. I really like this. I love the texture and the finish. It's like a very gel-like. It kind of reminds me of the Say Glowy Super Gel. I have both colors of this and I love them both dearly. But it has like that kind of like gel-like texture that looks very silky on the skin and very like smooth and blurring on the skin. But this has a lot more coverage and the shade match I feel like is really close. I could definitely get away with just wearing this on its own. And if I really wanted to, I could, take some concealer and just like do like some spot correcting. But like I feel like on its own, it just makes my skin look very like healthy and radiant and like glowy. So I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy with the shade match. I'm gonna put some of my foundations on screen, just like because depending on the color of my monitor or whatever, I just want to make sure that like if you are similar in skin tone to me, you can see some foundations, and we can maybe hopefully it'll help you like compare if you know what I mean, like if you need to look for a shade. There's I think 10 shades in this range, so this is 7 like I said. And yeah, I'm really obsessed with this already. I don't have anything like this with this texture and this amount of coverage. And I feel like it did a really good job getting, I mean, this was pretty dark. And the fact that it covered it really well and it blends in super well. I didn't do any color correcting. I didn't do anything besides, you know, some moisturizer. So yeah, I think that's really nice. And this is my first Dior beauty product, so I'm very happy. It was between this or the contour stick, and I was even like maybe the foundation, but I don't know. Something just really drew me to the star filter. Only I guess maybe it was because I'm like I have so many foundations. I have so many foundation sticks. I have so many liquid foundations, and I don't think I need another foundation. I love a base. I do love a good like priming product. But like I mentioned as well, I also picked it because it's very versatile. You can mix it in, you can do a bunch of stuff with this. So far so good. I'm really into this. Um, Next up, let's build on this a little bit because the last few things I have are like blush, and it's not time for blush just yet. So let's grab some more things and add on to this base. I am going to use a product that I rediscovered recently in my collection, although I feel like I don't need it right now though. Well, let's just play with it anyway. This is the Kevin Aquan Sensual Skin Enhancer. I'm using the shade SX13. I've had this for so long and I'm barely cracked the top of the surface of this. Like when you buy these, you will have this forever. You will pass this down to your children and their children will also be able to use it. There's so much product in here. And it stretches a lot. So we're going to use this. It's a bit heavy considering the base that we're doing is so pretty and like lightweight, but I um was using this the other day and I just realized like how much I miss using this. I'm going to, I guess, use like a fluffy brush. That's the method I've been seeing recently. People taking fluffy brushes to apply their concealer. So I'm going to try that. First, let me just take some out with this angled brush. And let's just apply it. This is one of those ones, kind of like the Rare Beauty liquid blushes, like start with less. You definitely don't need a lot of this. Um, but I've been looking for something heavier duty, and I was going to pick up the NARS creamy concealer again because that's just like, I think everybody loves that. concealer. But again, I'm just like, I have something like that in my collection, and it's this. It's, like the right undertone. It's, more neutral. It's quite light right now. But give me a second and we'll blend it out and we'll get to it. Um, but yeah, it's quite light, but I don't know. I think it looks really good when it's blended in and blended out. So we'll do that. I guess I kind of want to see how it looks with this product. Okay, so now taking my fluffy brush and I'm gonna blend this all out, or we're gonna try to anyway. Oh, that's super bright. Okay. Maybe I regret this. Oh no, maybe I regret this. Okay. Let me see. Okay, that's a little bit better, less scary. Yeah, I just feel like my under eyes lately have been so dark that like I need something really bright just to like wake it up. I feel like that's okay. Mm, yeah. That's why you have to be careful with the Kavanaquan because too much product and it will take over your face. Um, but I feel like if you want like a heavy duty, like full coverage, you can use this concealer, spot concealer, foundation, whatever. Um, I feel like it doesn't really get better than this. Like I don't know how they, formulate it, but it's the fact that it's like so heavy, but it looks so lightweight when you blend it out. Like I feel like it's like such a stunning, iconic product. So if you have it in your collection or you've been thinking about getting it, it's definitely worth it. Just gonna blend this in. A little bit of highlight. I'm gonna go in with some bronzer as well, just to kind of like melt it all together because I do feel like it's now a little bit like super bright, but I don't know. Not bad. I'm gonna spot conceal here on the sides of my face as well. Like, since we're here, we might as well spot conceal a little bit. So I'm going to take the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. I am wearing the shade Suede C62W500. But I feel like that's like a perfect match for my skin tone. And I really like the finish of this concealer. And I like how it blends out as well. Yeah, that's nice. I like how that just looks, everything looks natural, even if you will. So the other two concealers I've really been liking um, is from Armani. This is the Luminous Silk Concealer. This is shade 10. And I've also really been enjoying the YSL Touche Eclat um, concealer. And this is in the shade 6.5. And I feel like both of these are really nice for like kind of brightening. What I've been really liking or like leaning into for highlight concealer are shades that are a little bit more like not a peachy undertone, but maybe like somewhere closer to like a neutral, like on the scale, like a little bit more neutral versus like golden yellow that I've done before. I feel like it just looks a little bit better. Maybe not as bright, as like dramatically bright as like a, um, golden color would be, but at the very least, I just feel like it looks more like natural, especially like for a look like this. I feel like this just looks like my skin, but better. Do you know what I mean? So, I've been a little bit more hesitant now to do like more golden highlights. But still, I like them. It's just currently in the moment, my brain is looking for that. I'm maybe just gonna do a little bit of the touche eclat just for a little bit extra highlight. I really like the finish of this. Um, I like how fluid it is, but it has a good amount of coverage as well. And it just, I don't know, just I see why this is like one of those cult products. It's very well formulated, and it just sits on the skin really beautifully. So I absolutely see why so many people rave about it now. I'm gonna use all my brushes, of course, are a bit dirty because I spontaneously wanted to film this video and none of my brushes were clean. So I'm gonna use this hourglass brush to blend this in. it just looks super pretty. Like, look at how natural that looks and how it like catches the light. It's not cakey or anything like that. So I really love it. I feel like since I'm getting older, my face is changing a lot and I'm like relearning how to apply my makeup because I feel like I don't know my face as well anymore. Like, it's not a dramatic change. Like, anytime I go back and look at photos from, like, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I feel like my face is the same, but I don't know, it's different still as well. I don't know, it's weird. So, lately, I'm just, like, not struggling, but trying to do my makeup a little bit more often so that I can, like, relearn how to apply everything. Because I just feel like I forgot between, like, aging and, like, the pandemic where I feel like everybody just stop wearing makeup. I feel like it's been so hard to get into wearing it consistently, especially as somebody like who works from home and I don't need to wear it when I go out. Like I have to like find reasons and force myself to actually apply makeup. And then when I do, I'm like, what am I doing? Like that's how I feel. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Let me let's do some bronzer. And I'm gonna go in, oops, sorry. I'm gonna go in with the Say Sun Melt in Deep Bronze. This just has been a favorite of mine all year, um, because of how beautiful it is. I feel like Say does such a fantastic job with their formulas and everything just looks so realistic, you know? Like again, it's just the way that it like actually sits and melts into the skin. You I mean, obviously you can tell it's makeup, but it's beautiful makeup. So that has been a favorite of mine. Um, I'm going to use another hourglass brush and just dive in there. Let me grab my mirror. So pretty. Already. It looks so nice. Looks so glowy and pretty, like just natural. I'm very light-handed with my makeup, at least for my like daily makeup. So yeah, you can definitely build the intensity of that. But because I have a couple of blushes and things I want to show you, I don't want to make it too intense, but maybe we'll go back in with more after the fact. Okay. have another bronzer that I want to try as well. This is from Ilia. They actually sent this to me in the summer in PR, but this summer was crazy. We moved and it was a whole thing. So it just kind of sat in my collection. I haven't used it yet. And I'm really excited to. So this is their Sunshift Cream Bronzer. This is the shade Basque. Let's open it up. And like, look at that. It's really pretty. I've only like swatched it a little bit, but I haven't really applied it to my face yet. And I'm just curious what this looks like. Um, so let's add some just for fun. I just want to see. I've just been dying to try it out and I haven't had the chance to. Um, there we go. Okay. So I'm gonna just show you real quick a swatch on my hand. Ooh, that's pretty. I can like the texture of this is very, very like smooth and silky. Okay. Looks a little bit like it's gonna be a highlighter on me instead of a bronzer. So let's see. Oh, that's really pretty. Definitely is a, I mean, I feel like it's much lighter on the skin than I was anticipating. If I'm being honest, I thought it would be a little bit more rosy toned, but it still is really pretty. Like the texture kind of is like similar to the Say, where it's just very like blurring, very smooth. It almost has like a wet effect or like a liquid metal. Excuse me, like a liquid metal sort of thing. So I don't mind it, but I wish it was a deeper tone. You know what I mean? Like I wish it was a bit deeper. Um, so let's go in then with the next thing that I wanted to try, and that is the MAC Glow Play Cushiony blush. I have it in the shade Pinch of Marrakesh. And really, I just wanted this shade because I don't have anything in my collection that is this tone. I have some things that are close, so let me grab a couple. Like, for example, I have Rose Latte from Fenty Beauty, which has been making its way back into my rotation a lot lately. You can see it's a lot more brown, which is not a bad thing. I really enjoy this, especially the texture. It's very like creamy and melts into the skin. So I really like that. I also have Foxglove from Rose Inc. because I was on the hunt for like a terracotta, I don't know, blush, but see, it's like not that like deep, but this still looks really pretty. It looks very like blushing from within on deeper skin, so don't sleep on that one. Um, let's see, I have another Rose Inc blush called Azalea. Let's see if she's close. I don't think so. It's a bit dirty. Hold on. Try to clear off the top here so you can see. Yeah, so this one's like more pink. Yeah, that's all I really have in that family of blushes. So yeah, I wanted this, and I was really curious about the formula as well. Everybody who excuse me. I was really curious about the formula as well because it is a very cushiony blush. So when you press it, oh, at least like in a little indentation. That's pretty cool. So the whole idea with these is that they are buildable, very lightweight, very, again, like kind of natural finish. That is swatch. And yeah, they kind of were like, they want you to be able to like reapply it with just your fingers or, without a mirror. So very like easy to use, beginner friendly kind of formula. You can use it with a brush, you can use it with your fingers. I'm a brush girl. Um, let's play with fingertips and see how that works. Um, Ooh, that's really nice. And I really like the formula. I like how this looks very um wow. That one's a lot prettier than I thought. Not that like, I thought Mac would let me down, but it makes me look like I'm blushing. Oh, I'm very like excited about this texture. It's so pretty. It looks very natural. Like, I don't know, like I'm obsessed with products that just have this more glossy, dewy finish. But like the way that they kind of melt into the skin makes it look like it's coming from within. So this looks like my blush color, like I'm blushing. I've been dying to find like a good terracotta color for me. Um, Ever since like Toasted Teddy went viral, I was like, oh, I really want that. But I wasn't sure. I don't know. Like I like the overall tone. I like the like sunburnt kind of effect that everybody was getting from that shade, but I still was like, I want to play around with other ones. I do feel like the rose latte from Fenty is pretty close to that, which is why I didn't buy Toasted Teddy. But now that I have this color, I'm like, like I said, I wanted something that gave me more like a sunburnt effect. So I'm definitely really stoked that I finally found something. I think this is a keeper in terms of like the effect of like that sunburnt. And I think it's that bit more of an orange tone that really like brightens up the cheek. That's what gives it more of that look, that effect. So I'm not mad at this. I like this a lot. I'm gonna do just a touch more of the touche eclat just to kind of bring some more shape to this area. I feel like the blush rounded my eye. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take my foundation brush and just kind of go all over. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of powder. This is Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder. I have the shade Honey. I wish I had a more neutral setting powder shade. I also have a translucent one from Ilia that I really like, but I feel like that might, I'm not really feeling that right now. So let me just go in with a powder puff, especially to set the under eye area. I feel like these Fenty powders get slept on real heavily. Like, look at how pretty that looks. And it's not too yellow. This is the shade Honey. I don't know if I mentioned that. But this is the shade Honey. I also have Nutmeg, which is like my all over color. And I don't know, I just really feel like these are so pretty and no one really talks about them because it came out so long ago. I get that, but this is one of my favorites that I have in my collection. Also feel like they're not too drying either. So they don't give you that like crusty, dusty sort of appearance. And like, I just feel like they just snatch you up. So yeah, this is one of my all-time fave loose setting powders. I do want to try a pressed powder for my under eyes soon. I've been seeing that technique where people do pressed powder, then loose powder on top to finish it off. So I'm gonna try that soon. I just need to figure out a pressed powder to get. Like everybody's been talking about like the Maybelline Fit Me ones. So I might start there. Um, I do know Fenty has pressed powder as well. MAC, always a good choice. So I don't know, I might try that, but I don't know. I've been feeling like too much powder in my under eyes lately makes them like crack more, makes the like under eye lines kind of like more prominent the more drying that the products are underneath. So I've been trying to be really careful about what I'm using, but I don't know. I do want to try the technique out and see if that gives me a little bit more long lasting wear on my under eyes. Okay, that's pretty good for now. Okay, so let's do some brows as well. I've been so confused about what to do about my eyebrows for a very long time. They're so dramatically different shapes. Like one is arched, one is not, it's rounded, this one's not. Like I don't know what I've done. I don't know how to fix this. So, yeah. I just feel like maybe also too maybe my face is asymmetrical as well. Like I don't know what's going on. Anyway, okay, so brows. I'm gonna do some brows. I I don't know. Lately, I've just been wanting to go back to just using powder in my brows, so I'm gonna do that. I have a very old NARS palette that I have dug out of the depths of my kit, and it's their Skin Deep palette. And I just feel like, why did I stop using? I just like hate when I find things and I'm like, why did you stop using this? Um, but I'm gonna take this like deep brown tone here and just use that in my brows. I feel like I really miss doing powder because I just feel like I get a lot more, I don't know, like precision. And I know there's like a lot of precise, gels and um, pens and all of that, but I don't know, something about like some eyeshadow and an angled brush just really like, I don't know, maybe it's just a comfort zone thing, but I just feel like it's really hard to mess them up. I've also been trying to be a little bit more light-handed, like with what I actually am filling in. So like not making it look blocky, I guess. Just like, I don't know, like groomed, but not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like not like a super, super perfect brow. Yeah, that's why I was saying earlier. I just feel like now, I don't know, I just feel like so much has changed over the years. Makeup trends have changed, my face has changed, my tastes have changed that like now I'm like, I don't know, like I know things that work for me, but I'm just still very like, I don't know. I feel like I need to relearn and regain um confidence in doing my makeup on myself again because I just feel like I don't know what to do anymore. But I hope a video like this helps because it's just me hanging out and taking my time and I don't know, I feel like sometimes that's like kind of the best thing to do is just do your makeup when you don't have anything going on or just for fun. Just so you can kind of play around and experiment and try some new things. My brows being like vastly different shapes just really kills me. Like I do not understand how one ended up more straight and one ended up more arched. And I don't know if it's just like I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I feel like it's just part of my lore. Just your eyebrows are sisters, not twins. Like they got different daddies. Like, that's the vibe that these brows are giving. Like they're sisters, but they have different daddies. Like, you know, it just is what it is. But I have no idea how to get them back, even in the ballpark range of each other. So if anybody has any suggestions for that, like, do I need to just shave them off and start over? Do I need to get them tattooed on? Like, like, please tell me if anybody has ever had this problem, how you resolved it, because I'm genuinely at a loss. Like, it doesn't even make any sense. Does that look even to you guys? And then this is the thing. When I try to fix this, it's going to make it worse. But let's try. Wait. Let's make this side a little bit thicker on the top. Let's see. I don't know what that did, but okay. This just pissed me off. Oh my god, my brows are so stupid. Okay. Like new insecurity unlocked. But I do like using the brush and the eyeshadow again. I feel like it's a good color. I feel like it's nice feeling again to use a powder and a brush. I like to extend or bring. I like to try to bring in the center or bring in the front of the brows toward my nose. It's like there's some really fine hairs there to latch onto. So this was the best. That's we're gonna leave it there and let Jesus take the wheel because I feel like if I try to do too many more, my eyebrows are gonna look absolutely insane. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go in with MAC Mineralize Skinfinish Natural in the shade Deep Dark, just to like set everything down. I'm gonna use a big brush. This is one thing that I've had in my collection for a long time that I just feel like I never utilize enough. So I've been bringing it back lately and I just really love the finish and the like way that it's still luminous without or like sets everything down and it's still luminous. So I really enjoyed bringing this back into the fray. I need to set down my blush here because I feel like I've lost a bit of color. I'm going to just take this one from e.l.f. This is an old one. I don't even know if they make this one anymore. Um, it's the shade Always Spicy. And just kind of like set the cream blush down. Oh, yeah, it's a good match. And I want to just put a little bit on the eye as well. Just take a little fluffy brush and do that. Okay, I wasn't going to at first, but now that I see my eyes, I do want to tightline them. So I'm going to go in with the Victoria Beckham Beauty Satin Kajal Liner. This is just in the shade black. This is one of my absolute favorite beauty products that I wear very often. You can see it's like almost down to nothing. Um, but yeah, it's one of my favorites just because of the fact of like it's very smooth and creamy, but it doesn't move. Like once it sets down, like it just stays put. So I really enjoy using this to tightline, um, to do all kinds of stuff. But yeah, it's just a great eyeliner. Let me try to do this on camera. I need both hands. Let's just try it with the monitor. The monitor is backwards, so it's kind of hard to do my makeup through the monitor. Let me use the mirror. Okay. Let's try to use the mirror here. Be a little smarter. I've been seeing a lot of people do like the like foxy kind of cat eye makeup recently, like the soft, smoky look recently. So I'm gonna try that today because I don't know. Otherwise, it'll just be like a boring blush as eyeshadow look. So let's add a little oomph to this since we're trying new things anyway. If you can't see, I'm sorry. Oops, I did not mean to do the whole. Dang it. So, okay. I love a tight line. I just like love the way that it like comes together. You know what I mean? It just like pulls everything together. So, and that's something I've been doing a lot in the past year. Like, I just feel like one day I was like, I really miss eyeliner. Like, I'll do blushes, eyeshadow all day, every day, but I don't know, just something about eyeliner that just makes every eye look just pop. So, let me try to drag out this liner. If I put enough, it should be enough to do a little wing. If not, let's go in. I'm gonna put like just a little bit on like the outer corner. Like this really blends out a lot for me. And I just want to make sure that I'm not overdoing it. So just go slow with the amount of product so you can blend it. That's so pretty. Sorry, I didn't talk you guys through that one. I need to like concentrate whenever I do my eyeliner. Like I can't. Um, so now that we have a little bit of a wing, let's set her down. Let me set it with, I'm gonna go back in with that same um eyeshadow palette from earlier, this guy. And I'm just gonna take this like, this dark brown tone just to like set this wing down a little bit and make it a bit more intense, just like a little bit. Mainly though to set it down. I do really like a smudgy wing, like a good smudged wing. Sometimes over a sharp one is like what you need. Um, I'm gonna try to smudge this lower lash line a little bit more too. All right, I'm gonna go back in real quick with the dark brown, this gray tone, this brown tone. I don't know what color that is, gray, brown, one of the two. But I'm just gonna use it to like smudge out the bottom lash line a little bit more. Pretty. All right, another product that I have left go dormant in my collection is the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette. I pretty much have just swatched it, and I think I've done one eyeshadow look with this, but other than that, it is just kind of collecting dust. I really have been loving seeing like when people have like a neutral eye and they just take like one shadow and like I don't know, like something really like shimmery and sparkly over the top. So let me swatch a couple and see which one might work. Let's look at Blissful. That one's pretty cool. It's like a cool tone shimmer. I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Blend it out. But that has like a lot of like blue in it. So then there is Moon Magic, which is I think is similar but has pink. Ooh, I really hate that I just let this die. Look how pretty that is. What? I don't understand my brain sometimes. I was like, oh, I'll get that for my birthday. And then I just never used it. Like, what is wrong with me? Okay. Self-love looks cute. It's very like powdery. Not powdery, but like a white. Oh, that's not bad. Kind of like a champagne tone. I don't know if you can see it. It kind of blends with my skin a little bit. Okay, and then let's look at energized. I don't think that's a shimmer. I think that's more just a shadow. Ooh, but that's like blingy. That's very pretty. Okay. Let's, oh man. Let's do, I just want something subtle. So this is not really going to be any of these. Let's do Blissful, which is that like blue, has that kind of blue undertone to it. I'm going to try it with a brush, even though I know I should use my finger to get more payoff, but I just want it to look sheer. I don't want it to look, oh, there's Cosmic Love, which I did not swatch. Hold on. And this one is purple. Ooh, that's really pretty. I still think Blissful is going to be the winner from these though. Okay. Just wipe across. That's super cute. I kind of like how it's like the warm terracotta, blush with the cool blue. Like I like that play on tones. So mixing a cool with a warm tone is not that bad. The side's a little bit more. I did a little bit more than the other side. Oh, that's so cute. It's just like the right amount of like shimmer, glitteriness. I almost want to like add like a bunch more because now I'm tempted to maybe like toward the inner corner area. Let's see. Okay, that's really cute. I like that. Um, shall we do anything else? Okay, now we add mascara. Let's just see this look with some mascara. I'm gonna use Monsieur Big from Lancome. This is a really like recent favorite of mine because it is definitely some big lashes with this. This is yeah, this is another one of those like products that I know everybody, it's like a cult classic product and um they sent it to me recently in PR and I was just like, "Oh, I see it. I understand the hype. I get it now." But this brush is quite big. I'm not even gonna lie. It is like a tiny bit difficult to navigate with like small eyes, but the formula is really good. And it's a little messy. So I mean, depending on your type of makeup, you may or may not like it, but I do feel like it's a little bit clumpy and I do like that. Especially like, I don't know, I just like the texture that kind of brings to the eye. Um, because I don't really wear falsies as much anymore. So I like as much volume as I can get with mascara. Mm, this is some good mascara. Um, I'm gonna forego the under eye mascara just because I feel like it looks good like this and I don't want to make it too dramatic. Um, yeah. Okay, so eyes are done. Last thing, well, two things. Um, first, I'm going to do a lip. Let me grab my pencil that I typically use. Hold, please. I'm undecided on the lip. Um, okay, so for lip, two choices. For my liner, I have MAC Chestnut and MAC Night Moth, both of which I feel like, they're everything. So, hmm, let me go in just because I haven't used it in a while. Let's go with MAC Night Moth. because it has been a hot minute since I've used this. And if you're unfamiliar, it's this like beautiful like wine tone. Okay, so that looks really good. I think we're going with the cool warm thing, you know? Like I wanted the terracotta blush, but now my lips are warm. Like we're all over the place with the color temperature. So it is what it is. The other thing that I've been seeing kind of go viral recently are MAC lipsticks and the nudes collection that was relaunched. I didn't pick anything up because like I said, when I shop my stash, lo and behold, I have these shades. I even have MAC Stone, which I have no idea why I picked this up back in the day. Like we'll have to play with this later on a different day because it's so gray on me and I have no idea how to like make it work. So I don't know why I have that, but I know a lot of people have been looking for stone and I was like looking through myself and I was like, bro, I have this color. But the shade I think I'm gonna use today is Whirl, just because it's such a beautiful like nude on me. And I just feel like with the night moth, like this pretty like kind of pinky lip that's coming. I just feel like, I don't know, I just want something a little bit different than what I would normally do. So let me add a little bit of this in the middle here. All right, I'm gonna go back in with Chestnut by MAC, just because I think I want like a bit more definition. Let me see if this is dark enough. If not, I have one more pencil that could work. And then to finish this off, I'm gonna use Lancome Juicy Tubes. This is such a throwback product. And I love it. This is just the original shade, like I think just it's called Pure. So I'm gonna use this just over top of everything for some gloss. love this combo. Yeah, I'm glad we kind of did something a bit more pink this time. It's like such a subtle difference. Normally, I just use, like I said, chestnut um, or another brown liner. So it's very rare that I switch up to night moth. And I'm glad I did because I really like this like kind of cool toned pink moment that's happening. So I'm loving that. All right. Last thing that I picked up for my birthday. This is actually new in for me, but not new for a lot of people. Because everybody has this except for me. This is MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in Soft and Gentle, which is like this really pretty peachy, like it has like a peach undertone, but on me it's gonna look a bit more like pearlescent. But this is such an OG product, and I don't have it. I don't have gold deposit either. But when it was really down to both like either of those shades. And the reason I went with this over gold deposit is because I already have bronzy gold highlights. And so I was like, if I'm gonna get this formula, I want to first try something that I wouldn't normally have. So I don't know what this is gonna look on my skin. I hope it blends into everything. Um, and if it doesn't, then I'll just use it as a highlighter. But yeah, I hope it looks good. So let's find a brush first of all. Let's pray. Ooh. Ooh. Oh wow. That's actually really pretty. Let me blend it a little bit better. Ooh. That's gorgeous. I really want to be able to use this like kind of in the center here. Look at that shine. Oh, I think the key for this is to kind of blend it on your arm or your hand first. Oh, wow. That like highlight is so pretty. I'm like kind of craving the days where we in 2016 had like these super blingy highlights, like just one big streak across the side of your face. I'm kind of missing the 2016 makeup. I'm not gonna lie. I know a lot of people have been saying that recently, and I just feel so like I feel like we're all onto something. Like we just want to put makeup on again, you know? Like that's where I've been the last like few years. I feel like everything is so natural and like light-handed. And I do feel like I love that look, but sometimes I feel like like you gotta let your those inner thoughts, come out. Like, I don't know. I think we might have to do the blingy highlight back one day, but not today. Not today. Um, I really like this. This is really, really pretty. It definitely, if you like mix it on your hand before applying it, you definitely get more of like a transparent, kind of look. Cause that's one of the purposes of this is that it can be used like all over, like it's not a setting powder, but like a finishing powder that gives you this all over glow. So you should be able, to use it all over your forehead, on your cheeks, whatever. So it just looks like a natural, like, uh, radiance from your skin. Um, so yeah, I'm glad that that actually works out. Like that looks really pretty. Um, so now I kind of want gold deposit. Now that I know that I like the formula, which like I knew that I would. I knew that I would love the formula, so I'm not mad at that. So we're 3 for 3 with birthday makeup. I think everything actually worked out exactly how I thought it would, and I'm really glad about that. So, what 3 things did we get for my birthday? So, we did the MAC Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skinfinish, the Dior Forever Glow Star Filter. This is again in the shade 7, and then the MAC Glow Play Cushiony Blush in the shade Pinch of Marrakesh. So, these are my 3 like makeup items, birthday makeup items. And everything else is stuff that, like I said, I've been just kind of like slowly re-rotating back into my collection. I'm going to set everything down with the e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. I really have been liking this, but I don't like the little nozzle. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like some of it's like droplets instead of like a mist. So other than that, though, I like how this makes my makeup look very like glowy and dewy. So let's spray some. Yeah, see, like it just a little bit of droplets, but I'll just let that dry down. But I love the way that this makes my makeup look very pretty. Ooh, look at that is so pretty. Okay, Mac. I see you, girl. I see you, Mac. Let me just go in and press everything in with just like a clean, fluffy brush. Yeah, okay. So I added just a little bit more of that blush just to touch it up, and I just, I'm obsessed with this blush. This is exactly the color I've been looking for. It looks like I'm blushing from within. It's like a very natural tone for me, but very brightening as well, which I do really like. I'm obsessed with this texture. It's very, it's almost like airbrush. Like everything is like so smoothly like blended together, that it looks almost airbrushed. So I'm very excited about that. I'm obsessed with these newer formulas and technology and formulas that just look very like um, skin like and dewy, but not oily and greasy or glittery. Like it just, I don't know, everything's just reflecting just the right amount of light, and the colors and everything are beautiful. Um, I think Soft and Gentle altered my brain chemistry. I truly I'm truly obsessed with the way that it's making my skin look so bright. Um, I'm definitely gonna have to get the OG pot of gold, or not pot of gold. Oh my god. Speaking of brain, where is my phone? Why can't I think of anything without having to reference the internet? Um, Gold deposit. That's what I've been thinking of. Um, Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get Gold Deposit as well. I think there's another one called like Global Glow that everyone also raves about as well. But I don't see how any of these could go wrong. I mean, as long as you blend it out properly, I think any of these skin finishes should work. So I'm so glad that I finally have that in my life. I also just am obsessed with the Dior Forever Glow filter, star filter. Ooh, yeah, like the fact that it's such a great color match too for me on the first try. I have to stand a little bit, um, because it's so rare to find stuff that works, you know, right away. And there's not a lot of people reviewing this shade that are my shade, that are my skin tone. It's like some people are using this as like a bronzing shade. So, you kind of have to like guesstimate if it would actually work for you. So it was between 7 or 8. And I did see somebody do shade 8 and they're my complexion and it looked a bit dark on them. So I was like, okay, let me go with 7. Because if nothing else, obviously this will work really well mixed into my foundation or, just under my foundation as like a first step. So, I mean, even if it wasn't exactly the correct shade, it still would have been fine. But I am just glad that this works because now I know that I have something that I could like, if I want to just run to the grocery store. Imagine throwing on a Dior makeup product just to go to the grocery store. Like that's so bougie. But that's the kind of time I'm on right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like we can't save these beautiful products just for special occasions. So yeah, maybe sometimes it will be the grocery store or the farmer's market or like wherever quick that I can like throw this on and look alive and look radiant and glowy. So I really like this. Um, I would love to try other like I said, I don't have the Charlotte Tilbury one. I would like to try it, maybe just to compare them. I wish I could, compare them for you guys now, but I can't. I don't have anything else in my collection like quite like this. So, yeah, I'm a big fan. What else? I think we'll leave it there. I feel like everything that I did is just right because we're at the precipice of doing too much and I don't want to do too much because every time I'm like, oh, I'll do like a natural look, it always gets more dramatic. So I'm surprised I've been this restrained because normally I would be like, well, let's keep smoking out the wing and then the wing will be like up here and I'll have black eyes and I'm glad we came to a good stopping point. So if you made it this far, thank you. I'm gonna try to do these more often just because I want to get more comfortable being on camera. I do feel like I don't know, I feel like I'm so awkward sometimes because what I'm thinking and what I want to say sometimes don't match up. So I always struggle like with multitasking as well, like blending out things while explaining it. Just never works out. So apologies if it's a little tiny bit like awkward. Hopefully we'll get better. Things will get better as we do more of these and, we can play with more makeup looks. I think the next look I want to try, honestly, is like a 90s cool toned smoky eye. I have so many of those looks pinned on my Pinterest. So I think that's going to be the next look. So stay tuned for that. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys next time.